Hi guys, I'm Lisa and I'm going to take you for your Pilates class today. So as usual, you don't need any equipment, just your mat and a bit of floor space, okay? So just to check you have enough floor space, throw the hands out left and right and just do a little twirl left to right. Just to make sure you have enough space, you're not going to hit anything during the class, okay? When you're ready then, we're going to turn and we're going to start with a move called C-curve. So we're going to warm up the spine and the abs straight away, okay? So your feet are going to be about shoulder width apart, knees bent, and sit up tall and roll your shoulders away. So I'm on the bony parts of the bum, I'm lengthening through my spine, breastbone is facing forward, shoulders down the back. I'm going to bring my hands out in front. From here, I'm going to take a big inhale. As I exhale, I'm going to roll off the bony parts of the bum. I'm going to scoop my tummy back, scoop my chest back, and keep reaching my arms forward, down until I'm in a C-shaped position with my spine. When I'm back there, I'll take an inhale. And as I exhale, I'll roll back forward. Once my shoulders are over my hips, I'm going to sit up tall, roll the shoulders back, and then I'll do it again. Big inhale. As I exhale, rolling off the bony parts of the bum, scooping the tummy back, scooping the chest back, still reaching my arms forward. Inhale when you're back there and exhale going forward. Now we're only warming up, so only go as far back as feels good for your spine. You can always try in a few repetitions to go a little further. Use that breath to help you. Inhale when you're back there, then exhale coming back forward and sitting tall. Now if you feel a little shaky and wobbly when you do this movement, that's just the stabilizing muscles in the core switching on. They can shake and wobble to try and hold you in place. Now if it's really uncontrollable shaking and wobbling, just don't go down so far. Wait for a few repetitions, and as you warm up it might get a little easier. And if not, those shakes and wobbles are where the body adapts and gets stronger. We're going to go for 2 more like this. And then last one. And forward, shoulders over the hips. I'm going to sit up tall. Now we're going to add those arms in. So I'm going to start with my arms up over my head. Big inhale. As I exhale, my hands come down and I'm going to lower myself down to that C-curve. When I'm down there with my inhale, arms go up. Exhale, hands go down, roll forward. Once my shoulders are over my hips, inhale, arms up. So every time you inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Scoop the body back. Look at the belly button. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, hands come down, roll forward. Shoulders over the hips, sit up tall. And again, exhaling back. Inhaling when you're back there. Exhaling forward. Really try and keep those feet down to the mat. I know when you reach the arms up and you're back in your C-curve, there is a tendency that they may lift. Press them down. Nearly there. Inhale. Exhale, roll. Inhale, let those biceps pass your ears. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Last one, we're going to go down, hold it here. We're going to inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Then again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale up, exhale down. 4 more. Inhale and exhale. And 3 and 2, and then go last one. Hands forward, roll forward, reach the arms up, and then you can pop the hands down. Give a little shoulder roll, just ease out. Okay, we're going to do a little balance work next. So we're going to be working the core and we're going to be working on a little bit of balance in the body as well. If you need to sit a little taller for this one, you can. So don't feel like you have to go all the way back in your C-curve, especially if it's your first time doing this. Sit a little taller, you can always be just here, is absolutely fine. So again, sit up tall, hands forward, big inhale. Exhale back into your C-curve, we're going to hold it here. So remember, you don't have to go too far back. When you're ready, right leg tabletop, pop it down. Left leg tabletop, and down. I would inhale up, exhale, return. Inhale, up, exhale, return. Now I only ever recommend a breath in class. There's no right and wrong. You can always do it the other way around. But the length of time you're going up, it's an inhale or an exhale. Length of time down, an inhale or an exhale. We're going for another 3. For 2. Last one, if you can, finish with the right leg, hold it there. From here, we're going to inhale, open the left hand out. Exhale, center. Again, left hand, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. See how I'm following that hand with my gaze. I'm going for 3, for 2, and 1. To center, hold it here, right hand, Inhale out, exhale back. You should really be feeling the sides of your core here. I know mine are burning. We're going for 3, for 2, and 1. To center, pop that foot down, roll yourself forward. Rest your head between your knees for a second. If your shoulders are starting to feel it, you can reach the hands back behind, roll the shoulders back, and open your chest. But just keep your head forward. Release the muscles in the neck a little bit. Okay, now we have to do the other side. So sit up tall, have those feet set again, hands forward. Big inhale, exhale, go back as far as you were on the other side. Left leg comes up. Then when you're ready, big inhale, open out the right arm, exhale to center. Inhale out, exhale to center. Follow that hand with the gaze. Inhale out, exhale back. If you did the breath the other way, again, do it the same on this side, just for balance. Last 3, last 2, last 1, to center. Hold that right arm there, left hand. Inhale out, exhale back. Inhale out, exhale back. We go for 4, for 3, for 2, last 1, to center. Hop the foot down, roll forward, and rest your head between your knees. Again, if you want to reach the hands forward or back behind, open out the chest, shoulders down the back, head forward, release the muscles in the neck, roll the shoulders back. Okay, the next exercise we're going to do is like a continuation of the last one. So instead of going down to a C-shaped position, we're going to go all the way down to lying flat on the mat, okay? We're going to do this starting with our knees bent, our feet planted down, okay? You can go a little wider with your knees for balance if you need to. I have mine just beyond hip distance apart. So same thing again, we start sitting up tall on the bony parts of the bum, hands come forward. From here, nice big inhale. As you exhale, roll off the bony parts of the bum. Scoop the tummy back, the chest back, look at your belly button. Now keep going back, roll all the way back. Let your ribs come down, your shoulders, your head. Reach those arms back behind you. Inhale, hands come up, tuck your chin in. Exhale, roll, shoulders, upper ribs, lower ribs, mid back, low back, tailbone, sit up tall. Once you're sitting up tall, from here, just release, reach forward. Back to sitting tall, we'll do it again. Big inhale, exhale, roll back. 1 disc at a time. Now if you can't go, break it into 1 disc at a time. Break your back into sections as you go down. Low back, mid back, lower ribs, upper ribs, shoulders, head. Release those arms behind your head. Big inhale. And then exhale, tuck the chin in and curl to the top. Peel all the way up. Sit up on the bony parts of the bum. From here, hinge at the hips, reach the arms forward and back. Now if you've done Pilates before, if maybe you've done intermediate or advanced classes or you're used to this movement, you can go with the legs straight now. It's a little bit more challenging. Or if you're feeling really good with the knees bent, you can try the legs straight if you're looking for more of a challenge, okay? Pointing the toes forward is harder, flexing your feet towards your face will make it a little bit easier, okay? So I'm gonna try my best to keep my toes forward. I'm gonna sit up tall, hands forward. As I exhale, I'm gonna roll off the bony parts of the bum and I'm gonna peel through my spine, evenly through the left and right side of the spine. All the way down, release the head, the muscles in my neck. Big inhale and then exhale, I'm gonna curl back up. Peeling through that spine. Sitting up tall when my shoulders are over my hips, hinging at the hips forward, and then back, and then I do it again. Big inhale, exhale, off you go. Roll, peel. Now if you're trying this with the legs straight, and if you find you lie down and you can't get back up, just bend those knees, place your feet down. No harm in modifying if you need to. It is a massive movement for your spine. And if you have the legs straight, you will be feeling it in those hamstrings as well. So the backs of your thighs may be burning a little bit. They're going to get a good stretch here too. Tuck that chin in as you curl up. Make sure we take that second when we're up tall before reaching forward. Last one. Big inhale. Exhale, back you go. All the way down. Reach the arms. Inhale. And then exhale, 1 disc at a time, rolling up. Sitting up tall, roll the shoulders away. Okay, so sticking with the theme of moving that spine in every direction, We're going to do spine twist next, so I'm just going to turn and face the front so you can see me a little bit more clearly. Now what I'm going to do is just spread my feet to about shoulder width apart. If it's your first time doing this exercise, I would suggest this is the perfect distance to go. If you're really flexible, if you've done a lot of Pilates, you can certainly go wider with the feet. I always suggest starting here. The first move we're going to do is hinging forward. So from my hips, just leaning my body forward, trying to keep my back completely flat. So it's going to be this kind of movement from the spine. My back is here and I'm hinging, okay? So hands forward, I'm going to take a big inhale. As I exhale, I'm going to hinge and back up on top of the hips. Big inhale, exhale, hinge, hand back up. So if you think, you take your big inhale, as you exhale, you're moving into that space that you create in the body. You're keeping the shoulders away from the ears, and you're trying to reach those hands past your feet. Keeping your back flat, so your chest stays open, shoulders stay down the back, we're not rounding out. We'll go for 3. For 2. And last one. Reset. Roll the shoulders away. Sit up on the bony parts of the bum, lengthen through your spine, flex your feet towards your face. We're going to open the hands out left and right. Now from here, we're going to start with a twist. So I'm going to take a big inhale through my nose. When I inhale, I try not to lift my shoulders because I'm breathing in and out of my ribs instead. So I inhale, let my ribs expand. As I exhale, those ribs melt, I twist. I'm going to pulse and center. 1, 2, 3. Back to center. Big inhale, exhale, twist, pulse. 1, 2, 3, and back. Inhale, exhale, twist, pulse. 2, 3. So we're looking to get a little bit more movement from those shoulders once we're in that movement for the spine. So twist and pulse. 2, 3. Last 2. Twist, pulse. 2, 3. Last one. Twist, pulse. 2, 3. And center. Now we're going to add those 2 movements together. So it's going to be a twist and a hinge at the hips, and you're going to reach your hand for the opposite baby toe. So flex those feet towards your face. Sit on the bony parts of them, so have a little wriggle around. Find the bony parts of them, sit up tall on them, hands come out left and right, shoulders down the back. Big inhale, exhale, I'm going to twist. Now I'm going to hinge, reach for the baby toe on the opposite foot. 1, 2, 3. Back to center. Big inhale, exhale, twist and hinge. 1, 2, 3, and center. Twist, hinge. 1, 2, 3. So it's a lovely movement, spinal rotation, lovely movement for those hips as well. And again, you might feel those hamstrings working as we have those legs out and we're on the bony parts of the bum. 2 more. Twist and hinge. 1, 2, 3. Center, last one. Twist, hinge. 1, 2, and 3. Back to center. Just roll those shoulders away. Well done. Okay, from here, what we're going to do is just bring ourselves into a side lying position. So I'm going to go up onto my elbow. I'm going to keep my ribs up, okay? I'm going to place my knees on top of each other. I'm going to bring my ankles directly down from my knees, and I'm going to flex my feet towards my face. My top hand, you can have the top hand in front or on top of the hip. We're going to do a hip lift to start. So from here, you can lift the knee off and the foot off. Pop the knee down, the foot down. Lift up and pop it down. We're going to go for 4. For 3. For 2. And last one. Pop it down. Now, if you're a bit uncomfortable in the upper body and you can't stay up on the elbow, you can reach your arm out and rest your head down, or take your head in your hands, okay? So whatever's best for you. So just make sure the upper body's comfortable. On the next one, lift your knee off, your foot off, lengthen your leg out, point your toe. From here, we're going to lift the leg up, point the big toe towards the ceiling, up and down. You might like to inhale as the leg goes up, exhale as it comes down. We're just looking to get a stretch on that inner thigh and the back of the thigh, and just open out that hip. We're going to go for another 4. and 3. Try not to let the ribs sink down if you are up on the elbow. Last 2, and then last 1. Finish with the heel in line with your bum. Point your toe forward this time, so not up towards the ceiling, big toe forward. From here, I'm going to inhale, sweep my foot forward in front of my hip, flex my foot, bring my heel back in line with my bum. Point my toe, inhale, sweep the foot forward. Exhale, bring the heel back in line with the bum. Inhale, sweep forward. Exhale, back. Another 3. And 2. And last 1. Finish with the heel in line with the bum, point the toe forward, and when you're ready, we're going to draw a circle with that foot in the air. We're going to go for 6, for 5, for 4. Don't worry about the size of the circle, just make sure it is a circle. So as much as you're going forward, you're going back. As much as you're going up, you're going down. Last 2, last 1, now reverse it. Keep breathing, same size circle. Another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend that knee in, and you can tap out the glutes. I'm sure they're feeling it. They should be fairly active from that. Okay, so what we're going to do now is just swing ourselves around so we can do the other leg. So again, set yourself up. So you have your knees coming out from your hips and your ankles down from your knees. I'm up on my elbow again, but if you were lying down flat on the other side, I'd suggest do the same here, okay, just for balance. If you are up on the elbow, keep those ribs up. Okay, when you're ready, we're starting with the hip lift. The knee comes off, the foot comes off, open out, pop it back down. I want to really roll that knee out, so I open out that thigh bone, open out that hip, up and back down. I'm going to go for another 4 and 3. Last 2, and then last 1. Lengthen the leg out, point the toe. We're going to go big toe up towards the ceiling now. Lift the leg up, drop it down. Keep those ribs up with the leg and down. We'll go for another 4. Don't worry if you're not getting the leg up as high as I am. Just go up as good, as high as feels comfortable for your body and feels challenging for your body. Last 2. And last 1, heel in line with your bum, point the toe forward now. From here, I'm going to sweep the leg forward in front of my hip, flex my foot, bring the heel back in line with my bum, point my toe, sweeping forward, flexing my foot, bringing it back. Inhale forward, exhale back. If you don't get all the way in front of the hip, just go towards the hip. You can always go 2 or 3 inches forward and back, that's fine. We're going to go for another 3, for 2, and last 1. Finish with that heel in line with your bum, point the toe, and when you're ready, we're going to circle. Remember the size of a circle you did on the other side, try and match it here. Remember, as much as you go forward, you go back, as much as you go up, you go down. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, try not to let the foot drop down. Last 1, reverse it. Try and match the circle you did in the other direction and you did on the other side. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knee in, tap that bum out. Take a few deep breaths. Okay. From here then, we're going to have our heels nice and close to our bum. Hold on to your knees and lower yourself down onto the mat. Roll those shoulders away. Okay, so we'll do a little bit of ab work next. Let your shoulders and your chest sink down to the mat. And then bring your hands up. Now when you bring your hands up, try not to let the shoulders round out. They're still relaxed, they're still sinking down. Bring your right leg into tabletop and bring your left leg into tabletop. Now from here, I'm going to take a big inhale. As I exhale, I'm going to lift my head, neck and shoulders up and look at my belly button. Hands go down to the sides of my hips. From here, I'm going to open my hands out left and right to the sides of my shoulders. Over my shoulders, down to my hips. And then rest my head down. Then again, big inhale, exhale, up you go. Look at the belly button, hands out, around, back, and down, and release. So I'm moving my ribs towards my hips to lift my head, neck, and shoulders up. I'm going to do arm circle all the way around. Hands go up towards the shoulders as I lower. Last 2. Fully lengthen that core as you relax. Last 1. And now we have to do it the other way. So we're going to go up. Hands go towards the shoulders, out to the sides, back to the hips, and down. And again, up. Hands towards the shoulders, out left and right, down and back. Last 3. Use your breath. Exhale up. You might like to inhale as you do your circle. Exhale and inhale, relax. Last 1. And then when you're ready, we're going to lift up and we're going to hold it there. We're going to take both hands, one on top of the other, take them to the back of the left knee. I'm going to reach my right leg forward. I'm going to lower it down a little bit. Now that's more challenging, you can always keep it higher. Big inhale, exhale, I'm going to switch the legs. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. I'm going to go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both knees in. Big inhale, exhale, reach them out. Inhale, draw them in. Exhale, reach. Now the lower you go with the legs, the harder this will be. So you can always go a little higher. You can always stay with single leg if you need to. Bring the knees back to the hands, reach them all the way away. We're going for 6 more. For 5. For 4. And 3. Last 2. Last 1, reach out, hold it there. Bring your left leg towards you, take your hands to the back of the left leg, reach your right leg out. Big inhale, exhale, switch the legs. Inhale, exhale, switch. Now you don't have to go as big a distance between the legs if it doesn't feel good for you. You can have the legs a little closer together and just do a bit of a smaller kick. We're going for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees in. Rest the head, neck and shoulders down. Give yourself a little baby rock from left to right. When you're ready then, place your feet down. Have your heels nice and close to your bum. About a tennis ball distance between your feet and your knees. And you can let your hands relax by your sides. Roll the shoulders away. Now from here, we're going to take an inhale. We're going to do a bit of shoulder bridge. So you're going to inhale, roll your hips towards your ribs, so you plant your low back on the carriage. From here, you're going to exhale, stand into your feet, you're going to roll to the top. Inhale at the top, exhale, you're going to roll back down. Melt evenly through the left and right side of your spine to the bottom. Inhale at the bottom, roll your hips towards your belly button, exhale, up you go. Standing down evenly into those feet to the top. Melt back down. Inhale at the bottom and exhale as you go up. And your goal is to keep both hips balanced as you go up and keep those hips balanced as you come back down. Let your bum switch off and keep your chest and shoulders relaxed. We're just going to go for 3 more. Melting down, peeling down. And as gently as you peel down, you're going to peel up just as gently. Last 2. And then when you're ready, going for your last one, up to the top and holding it there. From here, both of my hips are balanced. If you're not sure, pop your hands and just make sure it's a straight line across the hips. You're going to keep that straight line across the hips. Leave all the weight in your left leg. Right leg comes into tabletop. Hold it there. 1, 2. Pop it down. Transfer the weight, opposite leg. 1, 2, and down. We're going for 4. 1, 2. For 3. 1, 2. Last 2. Keeping those hips as quiet as can be while you do this. If you need to reach the thigh bone a little bit higher out of the hip socket, go for it. Last one. What we're going to do here, hold the leg in tabletop.
If you can, lengthen the leg towards the ceiling point of the toe. Now if you need to stay in tabletop, that's fine. Hips still balanced. When you're ready, inhale, reach the leg forward until your knees are in line. Exhale, bring it back. If you're in tabletop, you'll reach the leg forward, back to tabletop. We're going for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and last one. Tabletop, hop the foot down, transfer the weight. Opposite leg up, tabletop or straight leg, whatever you did on the other side. Inhale forward, exhale back. Hips stay balanced. Imagine reaching that thigh bone up and out of the hip socket forward and drawing it back in. Last 5 and 4, relax your chest. Last 3, last 2, and then last 1. Bend the knee, pop the foot down, and then melt to the bottom. When you get to the bottom, give your knees a little hug in towards the chest, and give yourself a little baby rock from side to side. Now, as we're in this bridge position, we'll just do a little bit more work for those ankles and a little bit more work for the core. So this is going to be a little bit different now to what we were just doing in the bridge, because we're going to be focusing on a different part of the body, okay? So what you're going to do, plant your feet as you did, close to the bum, and a tennis ball distance between your feet and your knees. Hands can relax by your sides, just roll those shoulders back. Big inhale, roll your hips towards your belly button. As you exhale, roll to the top. Now when you're at the top, come onto the toes on the right foot. Come onto the toes on the left foot. We're going to hold it up here, where hips are balanced. Now this is a movement for the core and the waist. I want you to lift your right hip bone up, drop your left hip bone down, but your knees still stay pretty centered. Bring them back to center. Left hip bone up, right hip bone down. Bring it back to center. Now it's from your waist this movement is happening. I'm dropping one hip, lifting the other, bringing them back. Dropping one hip, lifting the other, and bringing them back. So this is a nice way to learn as well, where is central for the hips? What does it feel like to have one hip off? If this feels really good for you and you want more of a challenge, try it with your hands up. We're going for 3, for 2, last 1, to center, right foot down, left foot down, melt to the bottom. Give those knees a little hug in. Give yourself a little baby rock from left to right. From here, pull your knees into your chest, rock your hips back, and then rock forward to seated. And we're going to bring ourselves up to standing. From here, what I want you to do, stand with your feet about hip distance apart. Big inhale, arms go up overhead. And then exhale, fold your body forward. Let your hands come down to your feet. Bend your knees, let your chest connect onto your thighs. And look between your knees to the wall behind you. Now from here, lengthen your left leg. Keep your right leg straight. Keep your chest close to those thighs. And then bend your left, straighten your right. And as you pedal out the legs from left to right, let your chest move. Let your shoulders move. Let the hips and the back go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Soft bend in both knees, chest sinks down. Now I want you to imagine you have the heaviest bags in your hands, or heaviest weights in your hands, and pulling your hands down to the ground. So those arms are really heavy, your head is really heavy. Shake your head no, and then nod your head yes. And then just leave the head hanging down heavy. You still have those massive, massive weights in your hands, pulling your hands down to the ground. What I want you to do, spread your toes, lengthen your legs, straight as you can. Let the chest peel off enough to get those legs straight. Now keeping those imaginary weights in your hands, you're going to start to roll up. Peel the spine up, but imagine you have those weights pulling the arms down. Roll up, one disc at a time, placing the spine on top of the hips all the way to the top. Now once your shoulders are up, you'll give one shoulder roll back, and imagine you drop those weights. Your arms become weightless, and your head becomes weightless.
From here, take a big inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, open out and around. And one last big breath up and out. And you're all done. Well done.